Who's going to do the intro?
You can do the intro. You should do the intro.
Yeah, your intro boy.
What up, y'all? Hey. It's time for another exciting episode of the Boys Club. We took a little bit of time off. Well, we're back. So, hold on. Let me tighten this thing. See, it's going to be tough.
Get it tight.
We don't have a fucking goddamn producer, so I'm doing everything around here.
What's up, everybody? It's good to be back. We took a little bit of a break. We're all back. Everybody's alive. Two scoops.
Kind of alive.
Teach had COVID, so how was that? Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to open up with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll totally talk about that because, you know, what I think I came to the realization that, you know, obviously it does affect everybody differently, you know? Like, I didn't get that sick from it. I got the sniffles. That's what I got.
Yeah.
I had one day where I went through a whole box of tissues, and other than that, felt fine, you know, no headaches, no fevers and stuff. But I do know people that got it and had, like, mad fever. You know what I mean? It was like a bad flu for them, you know?
Yeah. My brother had it. He thought he had real bad symptoms, like bad body aches, fever, chills, all that fucking bullshit. So
now, I think it comes down to your immune system. Now, I, thankfully, or whatever you want to call it, you know, being a teacher, I'm exposed to so many germs. That's all I heard when I went to Westchester. Like, any class you take that, like, teaches you how to be a teacher, they're always going to tell you, be prepared to get sick every year. Because you're going to expose yourself to 150 different kids, and kids don't fucking wash themselves, you know?
Right.
So I've definitely exposed myself to a lot of germs over the past 10 years, you know? So, like, my immune system was like, all right, fuck this. It's fine. You could see COVID as, like, a test of your immune system. If your immune system's fine, if it's relatively okay, then you'll be just fine. But if not, no, you might be in some trouble.
Right.
And we call that natural selection.
There's pre-existing conditions.
I don't know if that's what it has to do with, though, necessarily 100%.
I mean, it depends on if this was man-made, then yeah, I mean, whatever we want to talk about
do you believe
matter.
Do you believe it was man-made?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird, like where it originated from and stuff like that. The fact that it blocks out your smell and it really only affects old people. They say it was like China trying to send out this virus that would maybe take out like our leaders because all our leaders are just old white dudes.
I could be making. I don't know. I can't speak on that. I don't know. I heard,
but yeah, it's purely speculation. You know what I mean?
I heard one interesting thing that again I can't fact check it or anything. It's just talk. But
Nancy Pelosi did this shit.
I'd like to think she did. I'd like to think she did. But that over in China, whereas over here we're getting less and less. In China, they're getting less cases. Outbreak is getting more contained over there, whereas over here it seems to be again on the rise.
So they tell us.
So they tell us again. I can't fact check it. I haven't heard InfoWars. I haven't checked him out. Have any of you checked him out? Have you seen him?
I haven't seen. No, he got canceled basically, didn't he?
Well, I mean,
now you got to like dig for him.
Yeah, well, he's on Infowars.com. Our boy AJ about some of his.
You know what I'm saying? You can only really find him on that though, right?
That's
like
it.
you can't really see him on other platforms.
Yep, that's
Sorry,
it.
guys. I'm trying to fuck with this camera. A little bit of technical difficulties here.
It's all good. It looks like we're going through
There we go.
an earthquake.
We are back in action, Jackson. We're gonna leave that all in too. Anyone who's watching this is like, "What the fuck is going on with the camera views?" I'm controlling the shit. First of all, we have no producer in studio tonight. The beautiful Jessica's home, but she wants nothing to do with this. And you're gonna notice a difference in quality. It's because one of these is being recorded on a camera, and the other one's being recorded on a phone. And I'm not going to tell you which one. So
this is the phone.
Leave your guesses in the comments.
Oh, that's right.
Below.
I forgot. I gotta switch it for you guys.
Leave your comments below for which camera. Is it the Bargain Boys on this side or Hater over there?
That's the one.
Hey,
don't let him fool you.
BT Dubs. We are working on getting better lighting for the studio,
but we need money.
It's gonna take time. We need money.
Give us money.
www.storefrontier.com/uglyjuggalos podcast.
That reminds me, we had done, and I don't follow. I should. Boof needs to get. I know it was one of the things we talked about. We had spoken about in one of the previous episodes on Boof's Corner, which was getting an Instagram, Facebook, you know, some of the other.
You've done none of it.
Done none of that. I'm not interested in that. But because of it, I'm not. It's totally in the loop. So my question might be already answered. But there had been commercials, promos that you had done that I had helped out with in regards to some of the merch you were doing. Did any of that ever come into fruition? Did that get created? Did you ever edit any?
We posted it. We posted it on Instagram.
Okay, so it did actually become a commercial?
If that's what you want to call it. I mean, it was.
Okay.
It was advertising.
It was an ad.
It was advertising our shirts, and we used it. So yeah, it's
Okay. I'm sure the lighting for that one could have been better too. Looking back on
everything in this if it happened in this fucking studio, the lighting could. Guys, this is a fucking work in progress. This is just a room in my fucking house that we don't fucking use. So that's why we use it as a studio. And now that fucking Jessica and I have had a child, Jessica wants to turn this in the future into a playroom. So which means that this podcast,
it is a playroom,
The adult
right now.
playroom.
Well,
It is the-
well, we might be moving in the future. Probably just up. If we don't move out of this house, we'll probably just be moving upstairs. And that I think it'll work out because I think that bedroom is bigger than this room. At least it's wider.
It's bigger. It has in the carpet.
It's got carpet, so
I
we
think
got
it'll make-
sound
yeah.
dampening already built in.
I know that helps, but on the wall, but carpet on the
We
floor.
could use more,
use more.
but I cannot be the only person buying shit because I'm not the only person on this fucking podcast. I'm just kidding, guys. We're not going to talk about that. Let's get into some fucking fun stuff. What do you guys want to talk about? How is everybody? It's been a while since I've seen you fucking guys.
I know it's been a while since I've even been out in Delaware County.
You just recently became an uncle.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It was really exciting. Very happy about it. And it's kind of funny because all of the homies are having kids, and everybody's has baby fever. And when you become an uncle, you get sort of like the best of the situation, but none of the bullshit. So I can go see the baby. I can go spend time with the baby. And this is really exciting. And
Fucker.
This will be a good topic of discussion too. What you guys' thoughts on this? Because it is a weird thing. My sister asked me to be and the sisters who had the baby, the godfather,
That's awesome.
which is
I think that's pretty cool, but I don't know if we're going to do that.
exactly that's what. And then this is another thing that came up. I'll be candid.
Can
with
you do it and not have it be like a religious type of deal?
That's how it's going to be with me. Like I'm doing it out of respect for the gesture.
You play
Right,
the
but
game.
can you have like
Secular.
a godparent type deal without doing the baptism and everything?
I don't think they go
No?
hand in. I think they go hand in hand.
Right.
You could have a homie just come over and be like, "Hey, you're like an unofficial uncle."
Right, like
type
put
of
it into the
situation.
fucking will or something.
Yeah, that's even more than I was. But just you're going to be unofficial type uncle character in the family. You're going to help out and just make sure this kid's not a fucking knucklehead as it gets older. I guess that's what the role of a godfather is. Sort of just like make sure, in theory, this kid doesn't grow up to be a fucking knucklehead,
Well, that and
then follow the religious teachings, maybe.
no, that well maybe, but I know it's that and in the unfortunate event of the person who's bored the child passing.
You're the designated.
You're the designated parent.
You're designated survivor.
Designated papa.
I started watching that show. Have you ever heard that show, Designated Survivor?
No.
No.
Don't worry about it. It's on Netflix.
Show doesn't exist.
Kiefer Sutherland. It's so funny. All the 13 people in line to be president all get killed during the State of the Union address. This bomb blows off. And then Kiefer Sutherland, if you know who he is, he becomes president. And he's like guy who
That was what was supposed to happen on January 6th.
Right.
But it didn't. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Or no, not January 6th, January 20th. I'm sorry. January 6th is that. What was supposed
The
to
event.
happen happened. So, are you. Fuck! We're going to edit that the fuck out.
There's a couple things we need to edit already. I've noticed, but go on.
Good.
Continue.
Oh, yeah? Well, are you familiar with the events of January 6th? We don't get political on this fucking podcast. So,
What happened? Did the world get better?
no, it didn't. It got worse. I'm not even sure what camera I'm on now. What do you folks want?
Well, I was saying it's a great thing to be an uncle.
yeah,
I
that's
also-
right. We were talking about that.
Yeah,
So-
you get to teach the kid all the wrong things.
I'm going to help
Number
him.
one role of uncle.
Right, you get to be a fucking dickhead because you can come in, get the kid all wound up, and
I
then
get
just
him
go,
wound up.
adios, folks.
Tell 'em
Yep.
to eat lipstick and shit like that.
Just have him be really cool. and I don't have to deal with it, though. So that's really exciting.
It's a big watch.
How much do you think I paid for it?
Well, I guarantee you got it from you probably got it from Kmart. So
$38.50.
$38.50,
I'm gonna go $10.
like $12.99 from
All right.
Walmart.
Walmart.
And it has green on it, so it kind of matches my work attire.
Right.
I literally thought, hey, that would be cool to go with my work shirt. So that's how that went down. But I had another event happen in my life that I think is interesting. And having the kid thing is weird too. I guess you can go on a tangent with it, but it's weird because my father was the same age as I am now minus like a couple months when he had me. So I'm going to be the same age as my dad right now when the kid starts to progress through life, like to get to this point. So I look at my dad, and he's like 64 or something.
So do you think you're going to be throwing away like the kids' head PE shirts?
I don't know,
like
man.
That,
I'm thinking it's like, this is crazy. I'm going to be like going up the same route as them. But I guess, all parents.
Well, these kids are. My kid and your sister's kid are probably gonna grow up and they're it's gonna be a whole new world. They're gonna have different role models and shit because nowadays, it's fucking like TikTok is king. These fucking people who are getting big and blowing up over TikTok and they're all living together in these fucking TikTok houses. And you have to fucking respect everyone's pronouns and you're not allowed to fucking. You gotta respect everyone's point of personal privilege and you're not allowed to fucking use gendered pronouns or keywords or whatever. They're trying to cancel breast milk. They want it to be chest milk, which doesn't make any sense to me because men and women both have breastplates. We both have nipples. I don't see the big deal. Men can't produce.
Where is that? Who is pushing that argument?
I don't know.
The PC police.
Yeah,
Do you think they're autistic? Autistic people can be very particular.
I actually think autistic people wouldn't be for this. I think they're very nurturing and lovering.
What did you just say? It's fucking stupid. Chest milk comes out of titties.
Yeah,
it's fucking titty milk. It's called titty milk.
Titty milk is a better term for it. Now, you know what I feel about on the breast milk, on the breastfeeding thing. There's some actresses out there that are really pushing the breast milk, like feeding in public. It's cool and all, but like
feeding in public is one thing. There's nothing wrong with that because it's natural and it's something that fucking happens. But my big issue is, and I'm sure you've seen it because we watch a lot of the same stuff, is these people who are pushing to be like, yeah, my kid's 6. It's normal.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, wean the kid off the nip.
Get the kid. If the kid has fucking teeth, it shouldn't be on your fucking titty.
Ew, I never even thought about it. Like,
yeah.
Someone with teeth, that it's not some kind of adult sex game.
Right.
Like,
where you're
consensually.
Where you know to keep the teeth either out of play or in play to an extent. No, this kid just fucking doesn't know any boundaries.
It's probably sexual for the mom. Honestly.
That's what I'm thinking. At that point, she's doing it for herself.
Yeah,
mommy's
she just wants those little 6-year-olds to suck on her titties.
That's what I'm saying.
Mommy's,
and they want to do it, so it's like a self-perpetuating thing,
The kid doesn't know the wiser because he's doing the right thing. Mommy's like, "Good job, Sonny. Good job, Timmy." I
want to know who can keep that going the longest. Can you be like
the kid
suckling your 22-year-olds with your breast milk?
No, because I'm pretty sure if you look into it on the internet, you would probably be pretty disturbed with the shit that you would find because there's probably quite a few people out there that are doing it
in the teens,
that old with their own moms,
way too long,
who are still producing the milk from them. Where it's not just like you found some random mom or your mom had like another brother.
Well, no, as long as she keeps doing it. As long as you keep it up.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to consistently do it for like 22 solid years.
Well, that's not entirely true.
What are you talking about?
Because I was with a woman who we had some sexual adventure, some sexual escapades that involved lactating. Now, she had 3 kids, and
how old were her kids?
One of her youngest kid was going into 7th grade.
So how old is that? How old are you in 7th grade?
It's like 11, 12 years old.
Yeah, this wasn't
that young?
Still, like 12, 13, because 13, 14 is 8th grade.
But still, it was at a point where she hadn't been pumping out that milk, unless on the side, I had known her for a couple months, but she had the ability to pinch her nipple a certain way and apply a certain amount of pressure, and some yellow white substance would shoot out of her titty into my face.
You got squirted on by her tits.
Yeah. So this lady was wild. So she was like 46 years old.
And you were into it.
Just mad maternal.
You like that.
I thought she was also the woman who came home one day and was like, "Have you ever fisted a girl before?"
Hold on, wait. What? Is this the fucking...
She had 3 kids.
Is this Snapchat lady?
Yes. It was actually on film.
Are you serious?
Yeah. She was a bag of tricks. So she walks in one day after coming back from a campfire. And this is back when things were not so good for me. So
it was not a fucking...
No, so I was on a bender.
There wasn't any light at the end of the tunnel.
No, I was in a bender at this point, and I remember laying on the couch, and she came back in, and I guess she had been at a bonfire, and she had gotten drunk or something, and just came back all playful, and getting whiskey dick, it's a lot easier to shove a fist in a pussy than it is a limp dick. So
Amen.
that's just kind of the way it kind of sort of went. I guess that's how it progressed. And the next thing you know, I'm getting my whole fucking hand in there, and she's telling me, now open your fist like a baseball glove, like this thing, like while it's inside. While it's inside her. I remember just being like, whoa, this is gnarly, because you could feel it on your arm. You could feel the suction just like sucking your fucking hand into that
Right,
thing.
yeah. Okay.
So it was unbelievable, and I remember feeling like,
and I remember you sending me and quite a few other people very graphic Snapchat of this happening.
Yes.
It happened more than once.
Yeah,
this became a thing.
Yeah, for at least like a month period, it was like, come on. It was like that ICP song, hey man, I want to fist some more pussy, dude. Like, I had a new attitude. Let's go fist some more pussy. Right. So that progressed, and that was neat. But bringing it all back, women can lactate for a lot longer period of time after than you may think. So you might have more fun down the road when things get different. 7 years down the line,
you need to spice things up. You don't need piss. You just need that hot milk.
Right.
It's a whole nother thing. Yeah, people are into that. People are into the whole.
People are into piss.
Piss has become very popular nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't go through a 20-page thing of porn without at least like 2 or 3 of them being piss.
What fucking websites are you on?
Pornhub.
Well, I don't go on Pornhub.
I use X-Hamster.
X-Hamster is pretty good. They have not as good of a search
and
engine.
X-Video.
I go XN.
X-Video is old school.
X-Video and X-Hamster.
XNXX is pretty
X
good.
and X is old school.
That's my go-to, baby.
Yeah, but they do seem to they seem to know your algorithm a little bit. So, John, I think you might be watching a little more piss porn than you really.
I mean, they do say squirt is like kind of like urine mixed with something else.
I would love to see a medical. I guess probably Dr. Drew has talked about it. I'd like to hear.
Fuck! I never started this goddamn thing.
Scared me there for a second. I would like to hear a medical professional talk to us about what's inside the squirt, because some of the squirts are just out of control.
Close to urine. It's like derived from urine. You know what I mean? It's not exactly pee because like you've never seen it be yellow.
Like, is it ass sweat? Like, what is it? Just
I mean, I don't know exactly what it is.
What is
ass sweat?
That's not a good example, but just some kind of liquid that generates down to your grundle.
Well, I mean, we're talking about pussies. You know what I mean? Like, pussies do secrete liquids.
Right.
They lubricate themselves.
They lube
But the squirt itself, I've heard, is like somewhat derived from pee. It's not exactly pee, but it's kind of like pee.
Yeah, maybe Jessica could answer that.
Is it the lady?
A little bitter.
Is it the lady cum?
Basically, because I mean, it's very much tied to their orgasm.
Right.
But lady cum, I would say, is more like the milky white substance that's trying to lubricate the vaginal walls.
Lady cum.
The lady cum.
Because after a chick comes, she's way more wetter. You know what I mean? So like that wetness.
I think that as a teacher, you should know better than use the word wetter.
I don't give a fuck.
More wet. He's
not.
That
cunt gets more wet.
He's not an English teacher.
That cunt is more sloppy.
Yeah.
Talking about snail trails, baby.
Yeah. No, I was watching a video the other day of some squirting, and those girls get it in. They're shoving fucking beer bottles and size things into their fucking cooch and
That's
fucking
tiny.
Most that I see don't even have shit going inside. Like they're just fucking rubbing their clits,
flicking that bean around, dude.
That's the whole bukkake thing. You know what I mean?
DJ.
Bukkake is like 15 girls just like all around one, and there's like diddling and
lesbian.
I don't think.
Orgy.
I didn't know there was such thing as bukkake with just all.
Lesbian
females.
bukkake is great. Yeah,
I know.
15 girls all squirting on one chick.
It's a cool thing. It's
great.
I've never met a fucking adult that only watches lesbian porn, but to each their own.
I don't want to see a dick.
Yeah.
I consider it gay.
I know.
So you consider it gay to watch porn with dicks in it?
Yeah, I see a dick and I'm not turned on.
That's not what. I'm not going to speak for everybody across the whole board, but when I'm watching a porn, the dick isn't really what's the hot part of it. I do like watching the chick get fucked and enjoying a good fucking, but the dick isn't really like. How about this? How about this? I mean, it's still very fun to watch lesbian strap-on porn. That's unique.
No, I don't even like that. I don't like watching lesbian strap-on stuff.
What is going on over here?
Because it's basically like strap-on. Like it's just kind of like a dude fucking. It's like I don't really care.
What about a
that.
tranny fucking a chick?
No, I wouldn't watch that.
I would say it's a total zero lane. You'd probably be cool with that.
I'd
man.
be fucking cool as shit with that one. Yeah, that's fucking my lane, boy.
Yeah, that
I get upset if the dude has a small dick in a fucking porn. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit.
It is fucking funny when you notice. You're like, what the fuck is that guy
If
doing
his dick's
in there?
smaller than mine, and I ain't got nothing to write
Because
home
then
about.
that just makes you think, why am I not doing that? Fuck this guy. How'd he get this job?
I'm not doing it because I would think I'm a fucking 2-pump chump, baby. I'm a fucking to the point kind of person. I like to get in, get out. I like to get in, get what I need, get out. In everything in life.
Yeah.
Even sex.
I'm all about going back in.
Unless a little bit of booger sugar involved. Hey.
Okay.
See, I find that disables the performance for me.
Not me. I mean,
No,
it makes
less hard.
it makes it a little bit harder to get
Hard.
But once I get there, I have no problem staying there, and it literally I just Anyway, YouTube's gonna like this.
Oh yeah. You know what does it for me? Acid. If I'm on acid, I can bust like 8 to 9 times.
To be honest with you, during
8 to 9 times.
Legit.
The most I can go would probably be like 8 to 9, and I've done that on an acid trip. But it is only like when it's not really during the trip. It's when I get home and I'm like getting ready for bed or something. I just get super jacked. I can do it then. I'm ready to rock and roll. Not
If you're ever,
So I'm ready.
Never
For
mind.
everybody's getting ready to lay down, and I'm just like, I'm gonna lay down and just go to work. Yeah, that's the weird thing with attach. So you know what else does that shit, which is really unnecessary, and it goes into kind of the 4-stroke though bullshit. When you're taking Adderall or anything back in the day, that same kind of effect. I would always get
Just
fucking
get up and go get her.
just a little Woody. Be in high school, just be in high school, popping Adderall, and ready to
so
go.
you're walking around with a fucking stiffy. We forgot you guys didn't hang the fucking flag up.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, well.
Scrubs are cool.
We
Your
love
scrubs
we
are
love
alright.
the scrubs.
They're okay.
We love the scrubs and thank the scrubs for supporting us.
Yeah.
They
I know
don't.
they're all watching right now.
They don't support us. They don't support. Some of them do.
Some of them do.
They're
Enough
not
of them
losers
do.
that watch YouTube.
Enough of them.
Well, no, I don't even think it's that. I think it's that most of them don't understand fucking. They just don't do podcasts.
I'm not
Like,
a
I know-
podcast guy.
No, well, I know Nugget was like, dude, they're too long. You got to make them like 20 minutes. I'm like, it's not, I mean,
See, I prefer a long podcast.
You could do a podcast in 20 minutes, but that's not my style.
When
All the podcasts I listen to are minimum an hour, and
Yeah.
then they go on to like some of Joe Rogan's are like fucking 5 hours.
It's kind of funny to me that this to us now is this is what we for entertainment we're watching podcasts, for fucking fun we're going to be doing a podcast.
Right.
And I was talking to my dad when we were watching YMH. He was like, "This is kind of stale. They're just talking."
Your dad's a fucking loser.
That's what I said. Well, and this was the one with. I mean, there wasn't any dick or fart jokes or anything. It was pretty PC. But it
Your
was
dad
funny.
doesn't like talk radio?
I just
I'm
think.
just saying that. So what?
I think the answer is yes. But
But your dad, like, speaking of your dad, how does your dad feel about the boss getting a DUI?
when did that happen?
It happened. It happened. I think it happened in
Bruce?
November.
Springsteen.
No, was it Bruce? Yeah,
that the
Bruce
boss?
Springsteen.
That's the
yeah,
boss?
Yeah, Right, yeah, Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, he got it. He got it in November, and they kept it under wraps until. And it's the ironic thing is they kept it under wraps until after the big game, and because he was in a commercial, a Jeep commercial, driving, talking about how he's so blue collar and this shit, and yeah, and then it came out that he got a DUI, and I don't know the whole story because I'm not interested because Bruce Springsteen is fucking terrible. He sucks. He's terrible. He's a fucking phony. He's blue collar this, blue collar. The man's never had a fucking job in his life. Okay.
He's not for the middle
He's
class.
not a blue collar man. But what was I saying? Oh, he got a DUI because he allegedly. This is what I heard, and I heard this. This is word of mouth. This is what somebody had told me that he got a DUI because he took a shot of tequila in front of a cop, and then either got in his car and drove or got on his motorcycle. But either way, the cop was like,
We're not.
"You can't do this." And then, and then a lot of people were fucking in an uproar about it because he got arrested. He got his DUI in New Jersey, and he's
In
like
his hometown. He
Hometown.
got it leaving the Stone Pony.
right, and he is like Jersey's trophy boy.
Yeah, that's
but
his state.
and just
Well, good. Fuck him.
What else you got? What else do you got to say about him? Because fuck Bruce Springsteen and fuck New Jersey.
Yep.
And fuck you if you live there.
Yeah, New Jersey. Bruce
Sucks.
Springsteen.
Jersey's pretty cool. Fuck Springsteen, but Jersey's cool.
What the fuck's cool about Jersey? Stone Pony?
Lambertville, New Jersey's pretty cool.
What was it, Lambert?
Right across.
Lambert.
It's right across from New Hope. Lambertville.
One thing I have to make clear, I want to state that he has made it clear that he's not a complete avid, and it's not a total knock. It just is what it is. A complete avid Bloodhound Gang listener. He doesn't know the catalog completely.
Right. That doesn't surprise me. That
It's
doesn't
important
surprise
to
me at
know
all.
that being a Bloodhound Gang fan, you have to hate New Jersey. You have to hate New Jersey. It just comes with being.
I hated New Jersey before I was a Bloodhound Gang fan.
They reinstated
you know why? Do you know why I hated New Jersey though? Or not
You're
really.
a lot closer to Jersey than I was growing up.
That's true. That's very true.
A lot closer.
I guess not because this isn't why I hated Jersey, but I forget there was a fucking popular radio show back in the day when we were fucking kids on Q102. You guys probably didn't get that out where you were at, but their whole thing was
I know them, yeah.
Jersey girls have hairy bushes.
Whoa.
So, man, that's a fact, folks.
That's a fun fact about New Jersey that I think most people don't know. That the young ladies over there don't shave their pussy.
They don't shave their puss.
It's the garden state. They're
Little
gardening
monkeys.
their bushes.
Look, folks, you guys keep each other entertained. I'm gonna go and take a leak real quick, and I'm gonna try not to knock all these crazy wires I got going.
I wish
everywhere.
you could show. I wish there was a way.
No,
to show
we're not
them
going to show everybody
what that-
anything.
I could even take a video here and see.
No,
That's how you get it done. That's how you get it.
this is how we
done.
get it
It's
done.
called
Yeah,
dedication.
this is how we get it done. But there's wires everywhere. We don't have a producer. I'm the producer, so I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
Do it.
New Jersey.
There's good pockets of it.
The only good times I've ever had at New Jersey are when we got to see Shaggy 2 Dope and Fred Durst on stage at the same time.
Fuck that place, though. That's a terrible place.
Was one of the best moments I've had.
When he tried to drop kick.
When
Good
he
old
tried-
Freddie.
Yeah, actually, that gives me a moment to get on a slight tangent here. I don't think I sent it to you. Did you see the DJ Lethal and Necro phone Zoom interview?
No, but that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. You'd get a kick out of it. Now, I didn't really put the pieces together with DJ Lethal that DJ Lethal is the House of Pain's DJ.
Really?
He's also Limp Bizkit's DJ. And he's also the DJ for La Coca Nostra.
Yeah, I knew that.
So La Coca Nostra is really not that well known. I don't think. Let me know in the comments. I think they're as underground as you can get with us. But Limp Bizkit is the biggest name out of all of those. I mean, I can't give you numbers, but
You know what's funny? Nobody 15 years or younger knows who they are at all.
yeah, no, but nobody knows who Limp Bizkit is. Like you walk in the room and say,
None of my kids know.
"Who's Wes Borland?"
Well, that's getting a little deep into it. I'm talking about just
Even
now
just the
I
name
know
band.
you've been loving this shit right here. And they don't know what comes after that? Like, come on.
That's crazy. Limp Bizkit was the fucking shit. I mean, being able to see them live was just fucking incredible. And it's really cool to see DJ Lethal talk about some of the Limp Bizkit stuff behind the scenes.
That's awesome.
They were overseas in Amsterdam doing a European tour right when the pandemic hit.
Really?
Yep. So Limp Bizkit was trying to get that bread. I don't know if you know this, but Fred actually had his house got burned down in the fires in California.
Really?
And he lost most of all of his property, and he also just went through a divorce. So that's
He's
probably
doing real good.
So that's probably one of the reasons we're starting to see a little bit more of the Fred.
He needs that money.
Yeah, we're starting to see more Limp Bizkit. But which I'm not complaining about. I don't think
Limp Bizkit's great. I don't
anybody
give a
is
fuck.
complaining about. And Fred knows how to work a fucking crowd. I'm sure we've fucking
Yeah.
said that a million times on this thing. But
I mean, I got to give it to, shout out to Hulk Hogan because he got me into that crowd. You know what I mean? Like, it was me and him just baffling around oh, I got a ticket. I just can't find it on my phone. And then the lady was like, all right, yeah, you're good. Just go.
That's what
into
you
the
did?
fucking pit. Yeah.
you just said you lost your ticket.
Well, he was trying to show with the phone because you got to show your phone oh, I got a ticket on my phone. I was like, no. It's on my phone. I just got to find it. So you fumble around with your phone, and because they're tired of waiting,
Just like, I can't wait. Just go.
All right, just go.
Just
You're
fucking
fine.
go. You're good.
Boom.
Just fucking Limp Bizkit.
Next, you're in the pit at the fucking Susquehanna Bank Center
Wow.
Go.
with lawn tickets.
Wow. And what do we pay? Like $25 a ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Some
fucking
kind of
cheap.
crazy bullshit.
Super cheap.
Fucking-
Yeah, we ended up in the pit too, but we got given tickets. Shouts out to Barbie.
Thank you, Barbie.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. And that was awesome because that's when I was so like sober as a fucking I don't even know what you can
So
say.
you remember that event?
Sober as
you
a-
remember
oh,
Guar
I
and
remember
ICP
Guar, I remember
and
seeing
Limp
your,
Bizkit.
I remember seeing your mom. I was the DD.
Guar was Guar
I was the
played,
designated driver.
Guar played that event?
Yeah, Guar
They were
opened
on
up.
right before ICP, right?
It was incredible. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Guar opened up, and
Blanked out one.
That's all I saw. That and Papa Roach, I guess.
we saw Papa Roach.
My life into patient.
saw-
Roach was right before the Biss.
Yeah.
It was like Papa R was the.
They were the buffer.
Yeah, they were the other headliner.
He was the one sucking your cock as you're about ready to like go fuck that whore.
Yup. Then Jessa Rhodes like walks up, and like, "Wow, that's Limp Bizkit." It's fucking great. No, I always thought that was such a great event, and
It was a good show.
I told my family I was like, it was
a lot of fun.
It was like showing the world what it was like to be a juggalo. My dad's like, "What do you mean? Like, what does it mean to be a juggalo?" I was like, "I don't know, just fucking, you know the lyrics, you're down with it, you know the whole crew is there." We're
Yeah,
all
you
fucking,
start the pits in the crowd.
we were
you know?
fucking really getting into it, and it was fucking sweet. It was really sweet, and we got to sneak in, like we just said. It's just
You're talking about that's right, we didn't have pit tickets. We weren't even given pit tickets. We were given tickets to the seats
just like under the
up
pavilion.
front,
Yeah.
close to the pit. And
Yeah.
then we ended up jumping the barricade into the pit.
We had seen other cool dudes do it.
A lot of cool dudes were doing it.
And,
we looked at each other and we said,
We're cool dudes.
we're
We
very
can do
cool
that.
dudes. We should
Yep.
definitely do that.
There's nothing more. There are very few things.
I got on stage. I was on stage with Limp Bizkit.
I
So
have
I
video-
was on stage
with Freddie.
with Limp Bizkit and Shaggy Two Dope at the same time.
Shaggy wasn't there at the same time.
Yes, he was.
Okay, we'll go with it. But I can say that I have footage of it. There's footage online of it, but hopefully we can get it added to this fucking
If
thing.
you can email it to ugly.juggalo.podcast@gmail.com with anything you guys want us to talk about or any videos you want us to include in any of our podcasts. But yeah, send it there. And
Okay.
we'll be able to put it in post.
Think about how hype you have to get to be able to do that at the Susquehanna Bank Center. I've been to a lot of shows there, and I've never seen people hopping the barricade and getting on stage at the Susquehanna Bank Center. I've only ever seen it when Limp Bizkit played.
The Biscuit brings it out of people.
No, Fred.
If you're not familiar with Limp Bizkit, which I'm sure everyone who's watching this, all five of you are, I recommend that you go back and you watch 99 Woodstock with Limp Bizkit. And 99 Woodstock with ICP for that matter.
I bet Juggalos had a lot to do with that. I mean, think about it. Woodstock 99, clowns are playing there, so there's Juggalos there who are going to be extra hyped more than your average Limp Bizkit fan. At the show we were at,
I don't know, man.
ICP
I mean,
was there.
I'm sure that Juggalos had something to do with it, but
Because that's a Juggalo move.
But Limp Bizkit was known for some fucking wild shows back in the day. They were known for having rowdy fucking crowds and people getting fucked up and fucking, you know. But that, just watching that,
many people were
any
there?
of that set, dude, that mass of
It's too
fucking
many
people,
people.
it's unrealistic to
It's
fucking
too many.
manage.
No,
It's
I think-
unrealistic to manage. They should have had in order to manage a crowd of that size, you got to have barricades like they do at the big festivals nowadays. You have you have rows of barricades.
Yeah.
That's how
separating.
Ozfest always was. They used to have Ozfest at that place.
Well,
and that
how
was
do you-
just as big.
They fucking learned their lesson from. I think that a lot of people learn their lessons from 99 Woodstock. 99.
It's notorious.
99 Woodstock was a shit show and is notorious for the security being understaffed, not ready for what was happening.
Was it the Red Hot fucking Gay Chili Peppers that the fire started?
I don't know anything about the fucking Red Hot Chili
never
Peppers
heard that,
being there.
yeah.
There was a bit, and I think it was someone fucking lame like that. That then people started burning like bonfires in the middle of the shit, and they just had to be like,
Oh, like how we did at the end of the clown set?
the end of the clowns.
Yeah, but that was that.
But again, it's
wasn't
just so many
during it.
people. It's not,
But imagine if they did that during the set.
Also with, let me just add this. That was at the gathering, and it was the last night, and it was after the clowns. And let me just put it out there: the people who started that fire had permission. They had permission to start that fire. They didn't just do that.
Oh, I didn't.
Like
So
the
it's like a
people,
hog swallow?
right? The people who owned the property knew that was going to happen.
Okay.
It wasn't like
Surprise.
Yeah, that's news to
So
me.
like those crazy
makes a
juggalos who started the fires, they weren't that fucking crazy. They got permission. Okay, so just
That's a big
little
part.
tidbit of information for everybody.
That's a big
That
piece
wasn't
of the
like
puzzle.
they didn't just drag that couch out there and light it on fire without anyone's permission.
This is like when
they
someone
brought
tells
that
you-
couch out there during the day, and that couch remained. Those couches remained out there throughout the day, and that's where they sat and watched their sets. But they fucking got permission to light those fires.
Damn,
so
I wish I didn't know that. It was a lot more fun.
Tell that to the lame juggalos that tried to stop it. I saw plenty of people that were like trying to keep people from
then
throwing
things-
more into the fire.
It did get a little crazy. I don't think I was 100%.
I think they were throwing personal items in at that point.
I wasn't co-signing the throwing of the fire extinguisher. That's when things started to get like starting.
Someone threw a fire extinguisher in there.
Yeah.
Did it blow?
No.
Wouldn't they bring it to like try to help like spray it, and then somebody like took it out their hand like, no, fuck you, you're not gonna stop
No,
this
they
fire.
threw
That's
shit
what I
at-
saw it as.
I know everybody. I know. Like I didn't even. I saw it from a distance. I didn't go and get involved or anything. I was like, that's cool. But I know that a lot of people. That's where if you had fireworks left over, they went in that fucking fire. And I didn't have any left over at that point. But
That was great. There was a lot of shit though. I have a lot of footage. I have a lot of footage from that. I was filming from. I probably have 30 minutes of the fire.
I didn't. That was not my best gathering though either.
Suicide
I'm
Boys
glad
was
to
cool.
hear you admitted that. We did because I said because
Well, obviously you have never watched the Ugly Juggalos podcast gathering edition because I made it more than clear that that was not my best gathering, and I have valid, I have a pretty good excuse. I have a pretty good excuse as to why that wasn't my best gathering, aside from how fucked up I was.
Drugs and alcohol.
Aside from that, because after like the first 3 days, I really didn't do drugs or drink because I was in so much pain. Is what had happened was Spurks, who sits here for the Ugly Juggalos podcast.
right.
He fucking, we got in there, we got in the grounds, we had everything set up, we hung a hammock up, and everything was set up, so I laid in the fucking hammock. I'm gonna chill out for a minute. Everyone's coming in. He flipped me out of the hammock, and he fucking elbow dropped me, and he landed just right to the point where I thought he broke my rib. Turns out he didn't. After I went to I went to the doctor like 3 fucking times after I got home. They're like,
I've never heard this.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know this.
yeah.
I've never heard this.
You didn't know that? Yeah, I thought my rib was broken. I was in so much pain that whole gathering. I was in so much discomfort. Every time that's why I stayed in the fucking camper most of the time. Anytime it hurt to fucking breathe or laugh.
What?
That's why I didn't go to fucking anything, dude.
I was no idea.
I was ass Jess. I was in so much fucking pain that I couldn't do anything. I would try and go to shit, and I was just so miserable because I was in so much fucking pain. Turns
No
out
idea.
he didn't break a rib, but he landed in such a way that like my chest cavity got swollen, and I got fucking
Pneumonia?
bronchitis. I got bronchitis from it. Yeah.
What?
You can
Yeah.
just give somebody bronchitis.
Dude, I don't know
Well,
what
you said
happened.
it gets
I don't.
bruised in
I
his
got.
immune
Yeah, I
system.
think it was bruised, and because from the
Gets
bruise, it got
compromised.
fucking swollen, and because I don't know what it was, but I ended up having bronchitis after I went to the doctor like 3 times because I've had broken ribs before. I know what broken ribs feel like. It felt like a fucking broken rib. It hurt to breathe. It hurt to laugh. Everything. I was in so much fucking pain. The doctors kept telling me it wasn't fucking broken. Finally, they did like a whole, I don't know if it was a CT scan or MRI or whatever of my chest. They were like, yeah, your fucking shit's all swollen and shit. But so that's why I really the Supa gathering is my least favorite gathering. I didn't do shit, dude. I didn't go and see fucking anything. But karma's a motherfucker because Spurks' old lady Amanda, who I love and I'm friends with. But she was pregnant at the time, and she was not having fun either. And she made him leave early, so he didn't even get to see the fucking clowns at the gathering. So there you go, buddy.
All right. Well, at least the guy with his game, it's even. Gave you a discomforting entire gathering, and he misses the clowns. But
At least I was there the whole time.
yeah, that's true. At least you were physically on the campground.
Right, but I was not gathering.
Well,
I can't believe you. I'm pretty sure I probably told you. You probably were just too busy fucking beat bopping and jaw dropping or whatever the fuck it was you were doing,
Yeah.
hanging out with
him,
Teach over here and fucking
your boy.
going in. Dude, don't fucking do it.
Guess who we talked about while you were in the bathroom? All right. Anyway, so come on, keep going.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna fucking.
I'm gonna cut the whole thing now and go. No, it's just a thing. So go on, continue.
No, that's it, dude. That was it. That's why I didn't have that. That's the reason. That's my excuse of why I fucking didn't have a good guy.
Well, I have to say it was a very fun gathering for me.
That was an awesome gathering.
It was
A lot of really cool, weird acts there.
a lot of cool, weird acts. Yeah. Well, I look forward to the next gathering. I think it's pretty much we're all on the same page here that this year
I don't know.
it's a wash.
It's probably not going to happen.
I don't know, man. You should probably check out the Ugly Juggalos podcast Juggalo Day edition with our special guest Rachel Paul and get some inside information on it.
Well, I didn't. So fill me in.
I actually don't remember what she said. So, but I'm pretty sure that
I don't remember what she said.
I'm pretty sure that it's a wash. But I think they're. I don't know. You
They're
gotta
going
watch
to try,
it. I
but
think they're trying, but it's unlikely.
I heard there's like some festival going on. I don't even know where. It's somewhere else in America. And like the first act they signed was Shaggy and the Creep. I don't know what kind of event it is that's the first act you have going on. It's happening in July. It's the first event like that I've heard of actually happening.
I know there's one happening. There's one happening in St. Pete's that me and Jess are looking into going to. It's fucking, but it's like a bunch of ska bands. It's like Slightly Stupid and fucking what are some of those?
311.
I don't think 311's gonna be there. But what are some of the other ones?
Widespread Panic. I don't know.
No,
No, that's not a.
It's
I don't
not a
think.
ska
Or
band.
jam.
It's a
I don't know
jam
ska.
band.
I'm just.
I don't even
throwing
think
out
what I
jam
said
bands.
was a ska band.
It's pretty
311
close.
isn't a ska band.
So I could consider it, I guess.
Giant Panda Gorilla Dub Squad.
Psychedelic reggae.
They're gonna be there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
GDP. Great.
That's who posted it. Just sent it to me from.
Giant Panda. If for those of you who don't know who Giant Panda Gorilla Dub Squad are, I would highly recommend giving them a peep. I don't know where they're from. I think they're from Colorado.
New York.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
I thought it was relatively close to here.
And I know that one of the band members' wife is from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, which is near where I'm from, which is
Makes sense.
cool.
Who cares?
I don't know. We're
They're
just
from the same state as that.
one of their family members is from the same state that I know somebody from, so it's kind of it's cool. No, they're a really good band. If they're going to be there, I'm sure it's going to be a cool event.
Yeah.
Are you going to get a vaccine?
I'm already scheduled. I'm getting mine next week.
How'd you schedule it? That's a dumb question. Is that a dumb question?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know. I didn't schedule it. It was somebody was. I got people working behind the scenes
Sure.
to get shit done for me. So yeah.
Do you have to be
Called a woman.
Do you have to be in a certain situation to be eligible to get? Because
Go ahead.
I was going to say, because I heard that there's Giant, or I think it's Giant near the grocery store out near us. It's either that or a local one.
We have Giants here.
I know, but there's either that one or another one called Weiss, Weis. I don't know if you have that.
Yeah, I know what it is. They sell potato chips.
They, and other food. It's a grocery store.
You're
But
thinking
anyway,
wise.
Yeah,
No. Am I? I am.
it doesn't matter.
I know what you're talking about, though.
It's a grocery store, but anyway, they're offering vaccines, but it's kind of like getting a concert ticket where you have to get on at a certain time, and you click, and if you get you click it at the right time, you can go get it.
Yeah,
Oh
or
my
you could
God,
just
people
show
are
up.
fighting online over.
I
the
don't know
right
about
to get a
showing up. I thought
vaccine.
they had to do
Yeah, you
it.
can just show up. My old man showed up. My dad.
But he's older. He
He's
fits.
definitely in the fucking.
Yeah, doesn't he fit someone
Yeah.
who's like
He's in
first
his,
of the line, brother?
Yeah, he's in his 70s, so
So he's good. So he got it.
he got his first vaccine. Yeah,
I've heard they get real sick on the second.
that's what I heard too. My mom was like,
Do you know anybody with that in the medical or in the educate or in the whatever field
Nah,
you get
I mean,
involved
they're,
in?
they're talking about rolling it out to us. I mean, I'm artistic enough, so like I don't really need to get it.
You're what?
I'm artistic enough.
"What the fuck?"
I don't want to become artistic. Like
I see what he did there.
I get it.
when you get the vaccine, I don't need it anyway. I already got it.
you don't
I
wanna-
have the
You're right.
antibodies,
You don't need it.
right?
You don't want to. You don't want to have your. Remember, I played that lady said to you.
Yeah, I don't want to start walking backwards.
You don't want to have your
Don't.
your DNA will change. A person told me that my DNA would be changed and I would no longer be human if I got vaccine. That's 100% real. 100%. Somebody told me that if you get the vaccine, your DNA will change and you will no longer be human. I know people who've gotten vaccinated. Captain Weirdo got vaccinated.
He needs. That's what he needs. he needs. He needs something flowing through his body to make him a little more weird.
So I asked him after it. I said, "So when we were talking about it, she's like, so is your DNA changed? Are you no longer a human?" And he says he feels normal. Like, what does that even mean when you say that to somebody? You will no longer be human.
I feel normal. I don't know. Did you get your smell and everything back?
I can smell things when I'm like right up on it, but like if I'm like 5 feet away from it, I still really can't pick it up.
So like candles don't do much for you.
No, I mean I can smell a candle again, like if I get like close enough to it, but like the whole room, not necessarily.
Can you smell your Can you smell your medicine?
What medicine? What do you mean? Oh,
you have to be medicated.
A little bit.
Can you tell if your medicine?
See, I haven't done it like a lot like that anymore. So
I know it's not like that anymore, is it?
But like if a wax burner. If I put a wax warmer on, I can smell that.
Your face is right over it?
No, like if the room has been closed and it's been on for a while, emanating like a small room, like I'd be able to smell it.
Right.
But it's still not like totally back. It's kind of weird.
That's a very strange thing for it to affect.
Your smell and your taste.
Yeah, that's so fucking.
Well, see, the thing is, your taste is so connected to your smell. That's why it fucks the taste up, because a lot of taste relies on smell.
What?
Yeah, I can see that.
If you can't smell it, it's harder to taste it.
I can see how they're connected. I can see how it wouldn't.
The nasal passage goes right to your throat.
I can see how it's connected.
Sure.
Now, how long has it been?
A month.
1 month.
You can't smell.
I mean, like I'd say.
Could you not smell anything? Could you not smell anything at all?
Originally, it was like 0%. Like I could be right up on something and like.
That's fucking crazy.
I couldn't get a whiff at all. Now I've been doing it in percentages. So I would say I'm like 50%.
You could literally like fucking just eat out a skunk's ass and have
and I wouldn't smell
no problem.
Any of it.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking weird.
It was really weird.
Did you? I guess this is. What about eating things you wouldn't have liked to eat?
I thought about it, but I never actually took advantage of it. Like that beer, that 15% beer, I was like, it'd be great to try this now.
Yeah, you should have tried dick.
But,
can't taste it.
I mean, you can't taste dick anyway. If it's clean, you shouldn't be able to taste it.
Well, I don't know.
It's got like dick cheese on it. Yeah,
I think it's the last thing we'll be seeing John do is testing out sucking dick just to see what it tastes like. Just
I don't know that. I mean, if anything, you'd be searching for the taste of cum, right? Like, what's this dude's cum taste like? Yeah. That's the thing nobody ever talks about. Like, if you always say, like, did you suck a dick for $1,000? Like, well, it depends. Do I got to eat the cum or not?
Yeah. Right.
Like, sucking dick and getting the cum shot is very different.
Right. Is it a dick that doesn't have any pre-cum or anything popping out? It's just a little...
And, like, how hard do you got to work to make it? Like, if you got to make him come, like, you're going to have to, like, work at it.
This is a question.
You can't just nonchalantly suck a dick and get him to come.
Who's asking the question? Yeah, no, it's a great thing to make sure you have clarified. If you're going to have that thing come up, all right,
yeah.
What exactly are we doing here? What exactly is happening here?
Yeah, like how long is the dick sucking? Because I don't know. Unless they're like a super big pervert and they're just gonna like bust like, but generally speaking, from the experience of having a female doing it, if it was a dude sucking my dick, like he'd have to work 10 times as hard to make me come.
Right. Yeah. Well, if you're looking down at him,
you gotta have a.
But if you just if you just stick your dick through a hole and you don't know who's fucking doing the work.
Yeah, but if you're the one doing the work, how much work you putting in? And how much work do you have to put in? Are you going to put in any work? Or are you just going to be like,
What are we trying to get out of this?
Well, yeah. I mean, here's my theory, though, is that...
is there a gun to my head?
No, well, here's... My theory is dudes will probably be better at sucking dick than girls because dudes are probably better at jerking off other dudes than fucking girls.
It's probably
because
true.
We know what the fuck...
No, I think every dude's really good at jerking himself off.
This is true. This is
other guy.
This is true. This is very true.
Because everybody knows their own bodies.
I guess you just have to sit on your hand long enough until your hand goes numb.
Trying to figure shit out.
Get at it and just figure it out.
A lot of times when I jerk off, I don't even touch my dick. I'm only like squeezing my balls a bit.
What?
Hold on.
Why?
Hold on. Wait, I gotta go real quick. I gotta go and jerk off. Because this fucking conversation is getting me hot, but when I come back, I wanna come back to that. So I'll be right back.
We'll press pause on that.
All right. Well, I don't know how you're gonna miss this because I'm going to keep going with this. So in a normal situation, I am going to find a wonderful porno, and I'm going to prop it up on my cellular device, and I'm going to have that in one hand. And then on the other hand, I'm going to have around the shaft, maybe a little above the sack, and I got a good grip there, and I'm doing the motion. That's what I envision in my head.
That's the normal jerking off, the up and down motion.
Now you are. Could you demonstrate with this what you're doing?
We'll get into it. We'll wait. I'll just talk more of the history of jerking off then.
Okay.
I mean, you ever jerked off like that so much in a day that like you get that little like almost what the hell?
Chafing?
Like a rug burn almost,
Yeah,
like a little scab kind of builds up on the side of your dick because
right.
rubbed it so hard.
Yep.
Gotten that plenty of times as a youngster.
Yep.
What was the earliest that you started jerking off? Like that you could legitimately remember like what age you were?
I was in 3rd grade, and Mrs. Bruno was my elementary school teacher, and I remember it because I don't remember why I remember it, but I remember what I was doing at that time to masturbate was not. It's actually kind of funny because it goes involved with what you're doing. I would. It was an accident, actually, how I found out that masturbation was a thing, because I thought I was doing something wrong for the longest period. I thought I was like hurting myself or something. I kept doing it, so whatever. So I found out that you could go into I would get into the jacuzzi. My parents had a hot tub, and I would put my balls right under where the jets would shoot out. And it would like that whole general area would shoot at my balls, and my Johnson would be wiggling around, and that was how I learned how to masturbate. And then
Did you come?
I started to come, and then I realized that it was like through the motion of like doing that, like the hump fuck motion, and I cut a slit open in a stuffed animal. And
You fucking did it.
and I started to fuck. This was in 3rd grade, and I started to fuck one of my stuffed animals.
What kind of stuffed animal
It
was
was
it?
Kanga from Winnie the Pooh,
Who's Kanga?
the kangaroo, the motherly kangaroo.
Oh.
Yep, the woman of the mom of it, and
I would fuck the Eeyore.
he would have been. This is just how it goes. Just taking it up the ass.
He would have been. He definitely would have been the easiest to fuck.
This is just how it goes every day. Getting the bone. No, so I cut a hole in Kanga's ass and just went to town, and that was how my origin of.
Did your parents find that?
No, nobody knows about that.
Nobody knows about
Until
that.
now,
Now they do.
Until now.
But how did? All right.
So it came from jacuzzi ball play.
I saw an old man pleasure himself in a jacuzzi once in Atlantic City Casino Hotel.
Did he come?
I think he did, but I don't know. I couldn't
You didn't
tell.
see it.
No,
Didn't
I didn't
come.
see it. He was hanging out, and he was very clearly putting his asshole right up against the jet.
Ooh.
It was a large jacuzzi. It's a fucking casino hotel pool jacuzzi. So it's, I don't know, like probably like a 20-person jacuzzi or something. And yeah, he like had his ass upside, and everyone's looking at him.
This guy.
And everyone's talking about what this
Taking
guy's
it.
doing. And then he got up pretty abruptly and left. So I think he might have. And then at that point, I said, "We need to." I don't know why it took me so long. But
I was watching this guy.
like, yeah, we got to get out of this jacuzzi.
Well, I brought over.
Wait, I missed the whole thing about fuck. Are we?
We're doing it right now. So
Okay.
right before you walked out, I described the normal jack off.
Fix your hat. There you go. See, I need someone like that in my life, dude. I can't tell you how many fucking pictures Jess has me and the baby and like I'll be wearing a beanie and my ears are like pushed down and shit. I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me my ears are like that before you took the fucking picture?
I mean, I don't ever notice anything like that, so I'm bad with that too. Like taking a picture, somebody's like, my shirt was like completely untucked and all like weird. I don't like.
Well, if you're worried about your shirt being untucked,
or what, that was just a random.
Right,
fucking-
okay,
but,
I get it,
you know,
I get it.
something weird. I just don't
Anyway,
notice it.
what I was doing was describing the normal jack off. And that's where, you prop up a good video, you're getting ready for the thing, and you got your fucking hand about on the shaft, a little above the ball sack, with a firm grip.
Yeah, pull
and
your
you're-
skin up.
Right. Now that's normal. John?
Yeah.
We have a prop here to describe a ball sack.
Yeah, this would be the sack. This would be the cock, right?
So what is going on
So
here?
like I'll grip
We
the
have visual
balls.
aids.
Yeah, right. you grip the balls so like your thumb would be like around it like this, and basically I take this part of my thumb and like press it into the space between my balls and my dick. Like I'm not squeezing my balls for like cane or anything.
Oh yeah,
like
I've came like that.
And like you kind of just tighten the skin of your dick, and you never actually touch it, and you're just like kind of.
Oh yeah.
Are you fingering your ball
I've definitely came like that.
Not really.
Dude,
no.
No, it's like you just.
You're like pulling down on your ball sack a little bit.
I know what he's talking about. I do know what he's talking about.
It's a great way. That's like exclusively the way I jerk off now.
Yeah, I actually jerked off in the car like that once while I was driving. Just fucking came down my pant leg.
Got the urge so bad.
You were looking at a missing.
I don't even know what it was, yo. I just fucking.
He was looking at the back of a milk carton, the missing picture.
That's exactly what it was.
The idea of those lost little girls.
He's rubbing a fucking.
See, but he doesn't even get the reference because
I don't. I just
Bloodhound Gang reference.
See, I just like the idea of lost little girls getting a dude horny. Like, that's
Gang reference.
pretty ruthless.
Right.
Polishing off the one-eyed gopher.
I like it rough.
Well, we've done about an hour. I mean, do you want to wrap it up or?
Yeah, hold on. Last time.
Oh, did we not?
Last time I had given you guys something and it turned sour a little bit, I guess. The last time I pulled my bag out and gave you dudes
Can we talk about that for a quick second?
We have it.
Okay.
We have the footage. It's just never been released.
So we have an unedited.
What we should do is we should just cut that down. I mean, the whole episode's good, but it's long.
Yeah. We have footage of us doing a very awesome challenge. It fails. Cameras get shut off because of idiots not really knowing how to do anything technically right. And we only have one camera that actually starts to work it. Or actually continues to roll, I should say. But there is footage of us eating and Boys Club. Boys Club partakes in, drum roll please,
the one chip challenge.
You heard it there, the one chip challenge.
We should have got post footage of that. We really should have got post footage of that. The after effects were so much better.
He was out of commission for the night.
It was till midnight that I came back to. Yeah. I got normal at midnight, but my body shut down. It was like an acid trip, and I slept till.
My whole 10. Thing was I ate it. It was terrible, and I went through it, and then I got better, and then after I got better, I threw up, and it brought all the heat back through my fucking system. And I experienced it again. So I was pretty fortunate. I got to do it twice for the price of once.
And nobody saw any of it.
Nobody saw any of it.
Oh my God, it was absolutely unbelievable.
It was pretty unreal. So I felt like I gave you guys the bone last time. So I figured this time I'd give you the opposite of the bone.
Cotton candy?
Yeah, right. I don't know. Little presents. You'll think
what in the world do we have?
These
here?
aren't your presents. These
are
my
Mikey Clark.
My Mikey Clark. Shout out to Mikey Clark. These are fucking cool. But yeah, I'm not that cool. First of all, there's just some stickers here. Y'all can divvy them up. Those are prop stickers. When I got his old album and he sent me Powderhorn Sweets, he just sent me a shitload of stickers and Powderhorn Sweets for free, which was awesome.
Do you give me that? Or you give me the worst one? Is that what you're working on?
I'm gonna take that one.
Which one's that? Let me see it. I like that one better anyway. Yeah.
Spooky baby.
That's gay.
But what I really wanted to give you guys, you're both gonna love this. I don't know, it's not gonna mean much to people watching. Probably won't even be able to see it, but just take a look at that and look at how awesome that fucking is.
It says. It's a pill bottle. We'll post a picture of it, but it's a pill bottle. It says butt drugs, and it says.
Can you change the camera?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that camera's not the one to do it.
If you put it in front of the other one.
You read it, and I'll hold it up.
All right, we got a pill bottle that says butt drugs, 96 South Main Street, New Hope, PA. Phone 812-738-3272. Fackler Panty at 1300 East Joppa Road. Take as needed for pain, anxiety, frustration, hopelessness, prolonged exposure to reality. Ween, 1607.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
1607, mang. We got the brown, purple. Has not been proven effective against AIDS, spinal meningitis, mononucleosis, conjunctivitis. Lab tests have shown beneficial results towards pink eye of the leg.
That is fucking awesome. And it does continue to go on.
Consume chocolate, wine, and cheese while taking this medication may cause permanent polka dots in children. Medication may induce oneness with time and space. Drive medicated in brave and free lands only. So, if you are a fan of Ween, then you would get most of, if not all of, those references. So thank you very much for that, Teach. That is a good gift.
Oh
That
my
is
god,
fucking
that
funny.
is so funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, what is
Dr. Rock prescribed it. Did you read
For,
that part?
for full efficacy, this medication must be shared freely with everyone you meet, regardless of age,
Where's this
sex,
at?
or species.
Oh, you
The
didn't-
warning.
Oh, you didn't read that, you dick.
Well, it kept going. That's why you took it off the screen. So I was like, all right.
Yeah,
well, this-
they don't need to. I don't got to hold it up the whole goddamn time.
I was trying to read the fucking thing. Drive medicated in brave and free lands only.
So that you didn't bring anything horrible for us this time?
No, it's a cool sticker that I thought was funny.
Oh my god, that was the last time was so bad that this does really make up.
Dude, that was bad.
Oh my god, I thought I was so close to going to the hospital that it's not even funny. I mean, there was like moments where I was like, I'm not coming back anymore.
Well, you got a sensitive stomach. You can't even drink milk.
I know. That was the other part of it. So they could drink milk. I decided instead of drinking beer, I wasn't even drinking during the podcast, and I decided to drink a soda like a goddamn fool. So I bloated my stomach up and just threw up soda. I threw up stomach bile. I was crying, and then I'd get shakes. I'd be so cold. I'd be sweating. I'd just go into complete shakes and convulsions, like I was going through withdrawal.
Can what?
Shakes and
You got that picture, right? You got to
Can
put
what?
that picture up.
Convulsions?
Convulsions.
Convulsions?
Convulsion.
Is it convulsion or is it
You
convulsion?
can say it either way.
Can you, though?
Convulsion.
It's another one of those words.
I don't know if you
Are
can.
you saying it right or wrong?
I mean, it is SION.
Let me ask you this.
Convulsion.
Here's the question of the month. Sorry. W or
You have to say it in a sentence.
hold on. Are you going to ONE
One.
WON?
One.
What?
One.
Same pronunciation.
That's what I've always done. My dad, he's always said won. Like, I won that.
Interesting.
WON. Like, I won that
Like
game.
wonton soup.
No, it's won. I won that game.
There's a lot of people that do that. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's funny. There's a lot more people that do wan than.
See, I've only ever heard my dad do it.
No. I think that one is more common.
Yeah,
than
One is
won.
common.
We
Than
won.
won.
We won.
But there's a lot of people who say
But
won.
Like
more people than you
wontons.
would think
Right.
use wan.
It's context. You get wonton soup. You don't get wonton soup.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's Chinese.
Yeah, but it's still the same word.
Yeah, but different
The English
pronunciation.
language is like that, though. Think of what do you can? I can do this, right?
Yeah.
But you eat out of a can.
Right. Yeah.
You don't say I can do this. I
Some
can.
people.
Do this.
Some people do.
I can do this.
Some people say I can't do this.
Can and I
No, you don't open like the food can. I don't eat out of a can.
That's true. It is funny when you start to break.
Can versus can.
What other words are they like that? Can.
Read and read is like the classic example.
No, it's not.
No,
that's just
that's-
people.
It's the same
the
words.
spelling is the same,
But the
but
context
the
is different.
pronunciation is
Yeah,
different.
it's the past
we're
tense
talking.
is
We're,
read.
we're talking about words that are spelled different but pronounced the same.
I'm talking about words that are spelled the same but sound different.
No. Because I started this conversation, so I determine what we're talking about.
One and one.
One and one.
One on
But
one.
they're both they're homonyms.
That's right. It's a homonym, which means it's fucking spelled different but pronounced the same.
Yeah, like meet me by the meat
That's
store.
the fucking. That's the end.
Me
that
by the meat.
that right there is the end all be all of the fucking argument.
It's a homonym.
It's a homonym. Homonym.
Go back to third grade, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you that word. That's a homonym.
I forgot about that word.
People
until
forget
you
about
said
all
it.
those like
Like,
predicate. What's a predicate?
I have
What
no
the
clue.
fuck are you talking about?
I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe a predicate is a verb.
I know what a verb is.
I was good with verbs.
I know what a pronoun is.
I don't. I'm horrible with adjective. I don't know what an adjective is. I don't know.
describes
I don't know what a
A
noun is.
You don't know what a noun?
A
Any
noun.
object, place, or person.
No, don't.
So like anything. is
Like
a
do
noun.
thing.
Mad libs.
Pronouns
I couldn't do
are
Mad Lib.
only nouns that are like capital letters.
So like a name.
Well, no, pronouns are he, she, it.
Yeah,
too.
you dumb
Oh
fuck.
man, I made that up on my spot, man.
Pronounce your
Man,
pronoun.
I fucked that all up.
All right, let's wrap this shit up though.
Well, pronoun is something you do.
You want to wrap this up? Let's wrap it up.
All right.
All right, this was I don't know if this is the fucking second, third, fourth installment of
If you include the hidden episode that's going to come out, it's our third or fourth.
This is
Boys
the fourth
Club.
Boys Club. Yeah.
This is Boys Club, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We have
Take
got
butt drugs.
We got to do Boof's Corner at some point, right?
Talking about Boof's Corner, butt drugs, man. There you go.
Go boof. Go
All right,
boof some-
folks,
Hey, it was
that's
good
it.
talking to everybody. Go boof some drugs and fuck off.
All right, let me stop everything.
Richie, where did you get this?
Facebook.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. It was 3 for $10. I was like, I gotta get it.
Unbelievable.
That everything about it.
It's so funny. Like